Hello everyone, this is Shelby Creations. Today we're going to work in our scrap journal. This has the hidden spine. And I've already started just putting some things in, just so I could give you an idea. And it's just basically whatever was left on my desk. I used some of the faux vellum that we had created. That's also the butterfly from it on the front that I had cut out. So I put the other piece of it there. And we've got all different kinds of papers, different sizes. Just papers that were left over. And you get to a point you really don't want to throw them away. But then you're wondering, well, what can I do with it? So I've got two signatures, and yes, there's quite a space left in the middle, but we know this thing can end up getting really chunky, so we're going to need the space. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to dress this part first, because what I wanted to do, get my clip on here, is I want to put a piece of washi tape. Now, these are all the little pieces of scraps that I have left, all different shapes and sizes. So we'll be using those today. And see if I've got something that will be thick enough to go down that center. I think this may do. Yeah, that will work. Just so that when I open it up, I'm not staring at that blank partition there. Well, I thought I found there we go. Just pull that up. And clip's gonna be, just move that off to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fit it into that center. Come down just enough to where it doesn't stick over there too bad. Come all the way down. And yes, this is some old washi, so it may peel up on me. But yeah, I'm good with that. Grab jack out here. And to the edge, tear it off there. And that takes care of that center part. Now, if your washi does what mine does, when it's old, sometimes it does not want to stick. All I'm going to do is, I'm going to come in here towards the end and put some glue. That's getting stringy. And glue down that end. And then from the other side, I'm going to peel it almost all the way, but not quite. And just put a piece down there. Because that will be enough that will hold it. So I'm not worried about it coming up. And that gives us a little bit of something there in the middle, so we're not looking at that white. Now, we're calling this a scrap journal mainly because that's what's going in here. You have scraps, and you don't have to stick to a page or finish a page. It's just wherever you want to put things. Now, I do have, this was supposed to be the back of a check. It was just copied. So what I'm going to do, because I want to use quite a bit of this, especially this end. Where's my dauber? So since this is the end, I may have to refill my ink. Come in here and just go around the edge I know it looks messy. I'm not really concerned with doing a good ink job, but I'll show you what we're going to do with this now, because I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead all the way down to the end. Move that out of the way. Now you see the wrinkles? I like the wrinkles. So all I'm going to do is take my dauber and go over where those wrinkles are, to sort of bring them out. Now if you need more, what you do, scrunch up your paper. You get your wrinkles like that. And just highlight the front. Get that one there. And that's the way I'm going to handle that piece. Now, the next thing is to find a place to put it. I may just stick it right here on the front of the second signature. That will take up quite a bit, but seeing how most of the design is on that side, all I'm going to do is rip it off. Come in like this. Now at this point I will flatten it out, because the wrinkles are going to give you the depth. And the whole idea is to use up our scraps. I know you've been hearing a lot from me lately about using what you have. But even, you know, this was a digital, and I paid good money for it. Now, it wasn't, you know, expensive, but, you know, it's money that came out of my pocket. So I don't want to throw it away, so I use it. Let's go through some of these bigger pieces here. I've got this one here. Now with this, I do like, you know, the tear in them. And this is a busy piece, which means I'll probably come back over and put something on top later on. But it's just getting these pieces in our book. And I like starting with the big ones because they act more like wallpaper on a page. You know, your first sheet or two. And then as you use other papers, you know, this will be in the back of your mind. Oh, well, I know where that little scrap can go. Or you start pulling things off of your, like with me with the scrap tray. I'm going to set this one a little bit farther in. That's another big piece. Here's one. Now this is a little stiffer. So on the stiffer pages, or on the stiffer pages, the stiffer, see, it won't fit there. It's too big for that one. What about on this one? Now see, that would go good there. Plus, this is very flimsy as it is. This was a paper bag. So this would do good. My ink my edges just to knock back that white edge. Like that. And there's no rhyme or reason at this point of where I'm putting things, because I want to get the bigger things in first, and then I'll come in with the little pieces I have left over. Get it down. I have some strips. I have other pages. Let's see, what else do I have out here? Do I have, all right, this is a good one. I do want to ink that torn edge though. Now because this is a darker piece, maybe I'll put that on that page there. Because then I've got the doily effect. But if I put anything else in it, may cover it up. You know, don't be afraid to look around and see what you have. I mean, I could even do that if I was going to put something there, but I'm not sure about that yet. Go here. What have I got in the second? You don't have to stick to, you know, this page or that page. Look around. See where you'd like to put the pieces. What have I got? Oh, I like that piece because I like the detail on that one. I just filled you up. I am down to the last little bit in my main bottle of Fabri-Tac. So every time I've worked on different projects, I come in at the end of the day and try to refill this bottle as much as possible. So I still have, it seems like the more I get out of this bottle, the more is still in there. And it's about up to here now because I've got it sitting upside down to keep it flowing. No, I don't want that one on that side. So I'll find someplace else to stick this right quick. All I'm concerned with is getting the pages or my scraps into my book. Thought I had a 5 isn't quite big enough, but it would give me some place to start if I want to put a fold out there. I think I'll do that. And it goes over to just about there. Then I can come in with something behind it. Put that down. Move my pages over. Yeah, right now the clip's not going to do me any good because I'm flipping back and forth. Rub the excess glue off that back because I don't want to glue it down. See where it's coming off there. Come on. Get it off because I don't want that to stick there. Now we have this little piece. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put this one right behind it. But this way I'm using up all my little scraps and keeping my desk clean. You know, and then I don't have my tray piling up. And it doesn't take long to get this tray filled up. I do have a scrap, like little portfolio thing. And that's for, you know, the bigger pieces, but I want to figure out, you know, it was to figure out what to do with these little pieces that we have. And right now I'm just going to take it piece by piece and we'll see where we can just fit them in, just as one of my friends say, just willy-nilly. Ooh. That would be the start. I love having it when the pages hang over a little bit. And And I don't want it to hang over too much. I just want that edge done. And just that's it. Okay, what's another? Oh, there's another big piece. Not a problem. Ink that up. Will that fit on the back? Look at that. That is a perfect fit back there. But it goes this way. Okay. Right now, it doesn't even matter if I put the thing in upside down. You know, later we can come in and say, oh, well, maybe I want to add a pocket here. Or a tuck spot there. Right now, we're just doing basics. Now, this does have the white edge from where it printed. I'm just going to tear that one edge off. If it will tear. It goes pretty good till I get to the center. There. Just like that. And then come along and get that top edge. Now maybe I do want this as a pocket. See, I could actually come right in there, but I don't want it there. Or maybe I do. Yep, let's make this a center pocket. And I'm not worried about filling pockets right now. I just want to get things in the book. Because I know there's going to be something I'm going to be working on to where I'm going to have an extra tag or something. And that's not even straight, but you know, doesn't matter. I got strips and more strips. That is a fun little piece. So, but I'm going to tear this edge off. And this edge. No, I'm not saving them. And you don't have to use every, you know, little piece like what you tear off here. But this is just to give you an idea of what our scrap journal is and what we're doing with it. And this is just for little pieces left on our desk. Slide that over. And yes, this is a light color going on light color. Which, if you did not, you know, you don't have to ink everything. But you saw how light it was when I just set it down there. But now, look how that pops. I'm going to make this just a tuck spot. I'm going to go all the way down and across both ends. And just put it down. Oh. No, because I already got one model in there. That would be nice against that one. And it's just about, needs just a bit torn off to make it fit, and that would have been upside down. And that goes right along the edge of that one. Now, if I'm working with lace, as you saw in the last video, I got tons of lace. But while I'm working on this, if I do have a little snippet left over, I don't have to, at the end, go and find my bag and put it in my snippet bag, or put it back in my lace box. I can simply open up this thing and put it in here. Look at that. I think it went on the previous, I looked at it on the previous page, but there's that. That's too wide, but it will fit on that flap there. So at this point, I'm going to come here because I want to make sure that I know this is a flap. Let's do that. Oops, forgot this part. Is there a... Don't know. Can't tell. Just like that. And there we go. Just that easy. Now, I do have, this came off of a thing that holds chopsticks. You get it when you go out, when you order takeout. They give you chopsticks. Or sometimes you have to ask for them. When we go to the Asian markets here, we buy the disposable chopsticks, a big bag of them. I think everybody in my family knows how to use chopsticks. I want this to come in here on the second one somewhere. Ooh, that's a pretty green. We can put a red right with it. I know when COVID started that, you know, a lot of us thought, well, you know, give me a chance, because we were home for a while. Some of us, give me a chance to use up what I have. That didn't happen with me. That did not happen. Instead, I think just the opposite happened. I ended up, well, the only way I could get supplies at that time was if I ran out of something, was to order them. So we tend to overindulge in times. And especially with, I mean, those of you that have watched my channel, you've seen all the stuff I got for my birthday. Well, now it's time to use it. So, because unless it's adhesive of some type, I really don't think I need anything else. But this one, I'll stick you there. Just to get you down. Okay. That one. I do have this one. And what I'm going to do is where the white is showing, I'm simply going to tear that part off. Because that's the way it's supposed to look. So, let's cut those notches out, or tear them out. But I think it was at that time when we were first home with COVID, from having, well, from the pandemic starting, because I haven't had COVID. Thank goodness I never got it. I have a little piece here. I think or do I want to go that way? I think I'll go. Yeah, I can do that up top. That's when I started getting digitals. Digital paper, you know, you download it. After you pay for it, you download it, and then you print it. And then once we're able to go back to the stores, I don't know how it is with all of you, but I do know that here, that's not going to be able to do that way. Let's bring in our scissors. It's like Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and even Joann's to an extent, have cut back their paper crafting and are going more with their own brand instead of the name brand. And I'm not liking that. Because sometimes you see something that somebody's working with and you want that paper too. So it's back to online shopping. Oh, let's see. Don't want to do anything with that one. I've got that one there. I don't want that one. How about here? That right into that crease. Now, I can, what is, I know there was something on here. So, I'm almost done with what was in my basket. And it's just this, I mean, it's taken us hardly any time at all. Some days you'll have more, some days you'll have less. Is that? So if I open this up, I put this here. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. So keep that open. And turn this into a pocket under that flap. There goes that. As you can see, we're almost to the end. Almost. There's almost light at the end of the tunnel. And it is not that oncoming train. This done. Got that there. Let's add this to that. Whoop. Turn it right side up. Right down there. I do have a piece of book page. That'll work. I am still fighting this summer cold. About the time I think I'm going to get rid of it, I start with the coughing, and it feels like it comes back. But it will end up going away. My son did bring me some medicine for it. So, now, I have this little piece that was cut out. It's supposed to be some type of mushroom. I'm not really quite sure because I'm not very knowledgeable about a lot of mushrooms and things. Where are we? We go right there. I have a piece of music paper. I want that side or that side. Let's go with this side. I think there's only one piece left up there. Almost there, almost there. All right, put that on that one. Got that there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it right there on that page. And I want to set it up a little differently than normal. Now, the only thing I have left, yes, there is a button in there, is this little corner for my faux vellum. Just that one little piece there. I want to hit that ink around on the sides just a bit. It doesn't even have to be, anywhere special. I'm just going to put it down, and then I'll build the page after, as I get more scraps. But this was just to give you some idea of how to get started. Let's put that one up there. And other than my button, my tray's empty. That is such a good feeling. That button goes on a shirt, which is why it's still sitting there. Just to let y'all know. So, scrap pile is done. I can put my lid on my glue. Put my pokey tool away, put the lid on my ink and put it away. Get Jack put away. I'm going to put my clip back where it belongs, my washi back where it belongs, and this just a few minutes, and we've got a good start by using nothing but what was in my scrap tray. Now, I'll come in, I'll find something else to go on these, but this is a way to get started, a way to use your scraps. Didn't want that to stick together. And this is what we've got so far. Oh, wait a minute. I was wrong. There is another piece. It was hiding. Either that or I was just too anxious and just did not see it sitting there. So, little ink. A little piece of glue. A little bit of glue. Like that. We're going to put it right here on this one. Just there. There. And then as I work on more projects, I have more scraps to go in here. Maybe pockets, maybe tucks, maybe flip outs. There's no telling. But it's a beginning. And it helps us keep our trays, our scraps, in a way that we're not overwhelmed with them. And that can be a big problem, especially to new crafters. So that's what we've done. Got a good start on it. So if you like what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, because all those thumbs up help us a lot. Click the subscribe button, and also click on the notification bell so you'll find out what other scraps we're going to add to this in the future. I mean, we could, when I start a project, I like to pull different elements, stickers, little pieces of vellum, other papers, and I always put them in one of these trays to start off with, which is where I pull for my projects. So there may be even whole pieces left at some point. That's okay. We will find a place in here for them at some point. So, like I said, if you like what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell, and until next time, bye guys!